Alright, this is the first section of chapter 16, and this is Noah, Emmy, um, TJ, Molly, and Kayla's group. And the first section, we just wanted to take a few seconds to tell you guys a quick joke that we thought was pretty funny. Here it goes. If there was no such thing as night, then the sun wouldn't have to run out twice as fast. See, it takes a few seconds to actually get the joke, but all right. Here we'll be moving on to the first picture. This is the scientific revolution, and this first picture is of Roger Bacon, who was an English philosopher and scientist of the 1200s. He was a Franciscan monk who was viewed as a leading scholar at the time. He became known as Dr. Mirabilis, or Wonderful Teacher. Also, the scientific revolution was a time period when people began using experiments and math to achieve a greater understanding of their surroundings and the way things work. Alright, right here we have a picture of the scientific method, as you can see, and the scientific method is a method for conducting experiments that has been used for centuries. It begins with questioning and following up, doing some background research, making an original guess or a hypothesis, testing your experiment, analyzing your results, and then sharing your results with the other people in your field. People back in these times used to believe in the geocentric theory, which stated that the Earth was the center of the universe, and all things, the sun, the moon, and all the other planets, revolved around the Earth. And then they figured out through this time period that Mark, be quiet. You don't need to yell, okay? They figured out through this time period that the heliocentric theory, which is where the sun is the center of the universe and the Earth and the moon and all the other planets revolve around that, was more widely accepted during this time period. Got it. This is Nicholas Copernicus, as you can see, and he was the first person to publicly argue on the side of the heliocentric theory, which again was the theory that the sun was the center of the universe, not the geocentric theory, which was the Earth was the center of the universe. And he went against the norm at the time, as most people would clearly see that the sun was moving and could not feel the Earth moving. This is Johannes Kepler. He was a brilliant mathematician of the time. He used models, observations, and math to test Copernicus's heliocentric theory. This is Galileo Galilei, as I'm sure you all recognize, and he was one of the first great astronomers of the age, and he developed the first telescopes to study the sky and the universe. This is Isaac Newton, as you can see here. He's got the nice locks of flowing hair, as you can see. They're a little gray, but I could see where he would have some pretty nice looking hair back in the day. But Isaac was an English scientist who wrote a book based on the works of Galileo, Kepler, and Copernicus. He devised many laws of gravitation and physics. He was highly influential and very well educated. He changed how people viewed the world. This is Andreas Versalius, and he was a Flemish scientist who studied the fabric of the human body to help people gain a visual understanding of the human body. He was also one of the first scientists to study anatomy and really understand the human body. William Harvey was another great man of the time, as all these men are, but he did many experiments and studies of the heart and circulation, and kind of fed off Versalius's work of the human body and anatomy. This is, as you can see, Rene Descartes, and he was a major philosopher of the time. He wrote, "I think, therefore I am." This was the basis of his method of questioning and logical reasoning. He was a man who believed in a lot of common sense thinking and not a lot of experiments and things. He thought many things could be easily found out with just common sense thinking. This is right here Francis Bacon. As you can see, there are I don't know if he's related to the earlier Bacon that we talked about, Roger, who was the philosopher of the 1200s, but he believed that he could only know things through observation. He was a realist. He was went against a lot of things that Descartes said, because Descartes said that a lot of things could be deduced from logical reasoning, but Bacon said that you can only find things out through observation. This right here is Robert Boyle. He was a major chemist of the day. He mostly studied matter and how it changed, and he is one of the very famous chemists through the Renaissance and the scientific revolution. This right here is a picture of the Vitruvian Man, painted by Leonardo da Vinci. It was really one of the first paintings to um, look at and examine the human body. He also painted the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. The Mona Lisa is one of the most famous paintings in all of the world, and it still is today. Thank you.